Hi, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been pretty busy at work recently, but I have been spending some time planning this trip that I'm about to go on. I'm going to go down to the southwest part of Texas known as the Hill Country and ride the Twisted Sisters, which is highways 335, 336, and 337. This is some of the best riding in Texas that you're going to get, so I hope you enjoy the trip. I have done this a couple of times already. I did it on the Honda Shadow Cruiser that I used to own that I sold to a buddy of mine. I've also done it on the Tiger, but this time I'm going to do it on the Trident, so I want to see how that goes. I'm loading up the luggage and I'm about to head out and go meet up with Jingor. So I'll see you on the road. All right, we're about to start our trip. I'm waiting on Jing to get here. I stopped at a 7-Eleven where we're gonna meet and got some fuel for the bike, got some fuel for me, and we're about to hit the road. So when he gets here, we'll check in. I figured while we're waiting, I might as well show you the luggage system that I'm using, which I really like. So let's take a look at it. So first is a tank bag, the SW Motec Ion 1. I think I mentioned this before in another video, but it's a really nice bag. I think it fits the aesthetic of the bike very well. Just pull on this here to release it. And it just sits on that tank ring there. Real easy to install. Nice and secure, doesn't move. For my clothes and other luggage, I have the SW Motec Ion M. M stands for the medium-sized bag. One of the things I really like about this bag is the contour underneath. Really sits on the back pillion seat very well. Easy 4-strap system. I've got that handrail that I installed that I'm using to attach the bag to the bike. Really like that bag. It's plenty big for, you know, any weekend trips that you might do on the bike. Really like that bag. Fits on the bike great. As I said before, I think the aesthetic of this system is fantastic. Look who decided to show up. Alright, I got Jing here with me now.
What's up, y'all?
There's Jing. So we're about to hit the road, go down to ride the Twisted Sisters in the Lakey area. We're staying in a cabin down near Vanderpool, so that'll be cool. I've ridden the Sisters a couple of times. I think Jing's it's your first time.
First time, yep.
So it'll be
Looking
fun.
forward to it.
Yeah, really excited. So I talked about my luggage a little bit. Now that he's here, I figured we'd go over his. So let's check it out.
Sure. So these are a Amazon special of the. It's like a knockoff of what's the brand? Kriega. Yeah, they're Rhino Walks. I want to say this is a 20-liter bag. Lots of points for strapping down, like all over the place. And it's like a twist lock. You just roll it up, clip it in, and then to tie it down, I got rock straps. I bought 2 of them, 20-liter, 30-liter. They stack on top of each other, and they clip in to lock into each other if you want them to. More than enough for a couple of days. I have my drone in here, my big Mavic 3 Pro, like it's most of the pack. And then I have some t-shirts and socks and underwear stuffed in there, and a 15-inch MacBook Air. So
Nice.
yeah, it holds more than enough stuff. And I'm learning to pare down on these rides too. I don't know if you remember the first ride. I had both the bags, I think. Yeah. So
we had to stop a couple of times to restrap.
Yeah. This, like.
Oh yeah, it's on there.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the bags.
All right, time to hit the road. Alright, so we are in Fredericksburg, stopped for lunch, and Jing was just commenting about how perfect the weather has been, and I agree.
It's amazing.
It was kind of chilly this morning, but it's about 2 o'clock now. I don't know, probably 70-ish.
Yeah.
low 70s, so it's perfect riding weather. So we stopped at the Auslander Beer Garden here in Fredericksburg to grab something to eat. I wish I had my camera on my helmet while we were going, because we ran into some pretty gnarly grass fires. Actually had to be rerouted around it, so it took us a little longer to get here than what we were planning for, but I hope nobody was injured during all of that. It was pretty massive.
Yeah, pretty widespread area.
The sheriffs and fire department had all the roads blocked off, so, but anyway, it's definitely dry. And I'm parched, so let's go get a drink.
Let's go get a cold one.
All right, so that was some really good food, and we had a little walk down Main Street, just kind of stretch our legs a little bit. We're about to get on the bikes and get back on the road. All right, well, we made it out to the cabin. We are just outside of Vanderpool on 337, which is one of the Three Sisters. So tomorrow we'll hop on 337 and keep going further into town towards Lakey and start our route there. But, you know, this cabin is kind of out in the middle of nowhere. We have no cell signal, so that's going to be interesting. Just going to hang out tonight and get an early start tomorrow. But let me show you around the place. All right, so as you come from the parking area, there's the door that goes inside. But this is where I was standing just a second ago. Really nice sized back porch. Just looking over the side of the mountain towards the road. There's 337 down there. Really nice view. I'm gonna get the drone up here in a minute. Get some shots of the area. I think Jay is actually flying his drone right now. I can hear it. Let's go check out the inside. All right, so as you walk in, there's a seating area, small dining room table, small kitchen, you know, just the basics. And then there's a bathroom back there and 2 bedrooms, and that's it. So really nice size just for a weekend, and looking forward to using it as home base for our trip around the Three Sisters. We're about to hit the road and ride the Sisters, but we stopped here at the Frio Canyon motorcycle stop and bent rim grill, which was really good food.
Yeah, really good.
I think we're gonna have to come back for dinner also. We'll show you a bit around in there when we come back. I'm ready to get on the road though, but there are a lot of really cool bikes around here already, and it's only what, noonish, I think.
Lunchtime.
Yeah. But pretty cool place. So I'm ready to hit the road.
Let's do it.
You. right, so we're about 2/3 of the way done. We've done 337, and we're going clockwise. So we went over to 335, came up, just came across Highway 41, and we're about to head south on 336 to finish it out. So, Jingor, thoughts on?
It's great. I don't understand how people like bring their leader bikes out here and open them wide up because of the way like some of those hills, and when you bottom out and start going back up, I don't understand how they would stay on.
Yeah, we bottomed out a couple times.
Yeah, it's amazingly beautiful out here.
Yeah,
it's so quiet and serene. Like it's the perfect place to bring your bike.
Yeah, there's some pretty technical riding, but you take it nice and slow, no problem at all. I think there's maybe one decreasing radius turn that kind of snuck up on me when we first started, but
there was one it was a wider turn. I went in, I had more confidence because of how wide it was. I went in a little fast. I was like, oh, that's too much. Little front brake though, nothing. Nothing crazy. Yeah, a lot of tight turns in the canyon, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's we were talking in the comms on the way through that there's not roads like this in Fort Worth. No. Not even close. So it's definitely a destination. If you are in the hill country area, you definitely need to come by. I think we're about to hit my favorite one, 336. So I think if you don't have but maybe an hour, 45 minutes, whatever, hit 336 for sure. And then coming into town, 337 is really good too. But definitely come by. So
try to come out before the summer too. This weather.
The weather's beautiful right now. It's probably mid-70s.
Yeah.
Sun's shining, blue skies. It's not hot at all. Not even sweating.
Nope.
And it's a Monday today, so we're not here during the weekend.
Right.
So I would imagine that there's some more traffic on the weekends, but we've hardly seen anything. Not even cars and trucks.
Right.
So it's been great. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm ready to get to the last one going.
Let's hit it.
Let's do it.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
All right, so we're back in the cabin. Riding's done for the day. We stopped by one of the local shops and picked up some local sausages and some beans and some cold beverages.
Cheers. Cheers to that.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do is just kind of wrap up our video. We have a long ride home tomorrow. A lot of the same stuff we did on the way down here. So We did the Three Sisters clockwise.
Yeah.
So starting right here in Vanderpool, doing 337 over to Lakey, apparently is how it's pronounced. It's spelled leaky, but people here can't talk, I guess. I don't know. Going through Lakey and doing the rest of 337 and then going up the left side and working our way around. So I don't remember if I did it counterclockwise or clockwise last time, but I really enjoyed this ride. So, Jing, your first time doing it.
It was great. It's quite a drive down here from Fort Worth.
Yeah, about 6 hours.
Yeah, so the drive down was a little long, but yeah, leaving out this morning, the weather was perfect.
Beautiful.
We stopped at this place called the Bent Rim before we actually got on the Sisters and had an early lunch, I guess.
Yeah, it was about 11:30.
And then hit the road, and next thing you know, you're climbing elevation and you're up above all the hills and you're seeing down into the canyons, and then they have parts of the road that's like cut out, through a hill.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Lots of good scenery.
Yeah, it was awesome. The weather couldn't have been better. I've never got to ride like that many like twisties.
Oh yeah,
for that long.
So worth the 6 hour drive down.
Oh yeah, and just it's we took time, or I took time off for work to do this. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's
much
great, so.
Much needed time off, and this is awesome. I don't know, I honestly think my favorite part was this last bit on the way back.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy, just constantly left, right, come around the corner, big, wide, scenic views.
Oh yeah. Definitely don't sleep on this stretch of 337 outside of the normal,
right?
Route going from. I guess we started in Kerrville and kind of came down this direction, but yeah, this section of 337 going through Vanderpool and headed into Lakey. Don't sleep on that. I think that's some of the best riding.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, my favorite thing is just the scenery. You come up over a hill and there's just canyon, what we would call mountains here in Texas. I guess the people from Colorado will be like,
they're hills. They're
very very large hills.
Yeah,
but no, it's great.
It was interesting to see all the cyclists.
Yeah, there were a lot of cyclists running around.
Tons of people on bicycles with gear loaded down. Like you can tell they were camping and touring on their bikes. Yeah. And
we ran into that group that was going to Mexico.
Yeah. We stopped off and talked to some of them. They were going to Mexico. Like I cannot imagine that on a bicycle. I ride bicycles. That's nuts.
That's a long trip.
Yeah. They were in great spirits, though. They were just out there enjoying the road, just like we were. And best of luck to whoever that was.
Right.
I hope y'all make it to your destination safely.
Yeah. And we ran into that crew from Mexico at the Bent Rim. They were all on bikes. There's a bunch of Beamers.
And a guy in a Porsche.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. It was a very cool experience. I'm definitely down to come back and do it with more people,
but not stay in this cabin.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah, I'll put some video footage.
Or you have already saw
at some point
on the timing.
Yeah,
you'll see how ridiculous.
It was a very steep climb coming up to the cabin. Rocky road and road base, like slippery.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing
great. Was solid. Getting it down was very sketchy.
Yeah, we walked the bikes down
and made it all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then I almost fell.
It took like half an hour to get the bikes down.
Yeah.
But yeah, tonight when we got back, we parked them down there. We found a spot kind of tucked back behind the trees and parked them, and not bringing them back up here again. No, that was.
It took 30 minutes to get the bikes down.
Yeah.
And then we were drenched in sweat.
We hadn't even started the day yet. So yeah, not staying at this cabin. I mean, it's a nice place. Don't get me wrong, but the hill was not expected. So definitely find a better place. The pecan something or other Frio pecan cabins.
Yeah, it's a lot closer.
A really good place. Yeah,
a lot closer to the Bent Rim where the Sisters kind of start.
Yeah.
Closer to town.
Yeah.
I bet you I'd have cell signal in there. I have Verizon as a
no cell
carrier.
signal.
I haven't had cell signal maybe once, like somewhere on the top of a hill while we were riding. So not.
I have AT&T. It was okay.
Yeah. You went in and out at a few places.
Which is really funny. The place we stopped is like, oh, I got cell signal. I'm like, I don't. So.
Yeah. So not much cell reception out here. So be prepared for that.
Yep. Come prepared for that.
Download some stuff to stream to keep yourself entertained.
Yep. We did that.
Yeah.
So overall, great trip. Awesome roads.
Yeah. It was amazing. Definitely 10 out of 10. Do it again. Best riding I've been on in Texas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the traffic was really light today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a Monday.
So that was really nice to not have to be stuck behind people, or there's some parts that get kind of technical and you don't necessarily feel comfortable going fast. So it's nice not having like a truck bearing down behind you trying to speed you up through the turns.
Yeah.
Really cool experience.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, if you've ridden the Sisters and you've had a great experience or a not so good one, I guess, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. I'd be interested to know your experiences, or if there's some other really great roads in Texas that you're aware of. Please let me know. I'm always looking for more places to ride. I don't care about riding out to the ride. So
maybe a trailer next time.
Yeah, depending on the distance. Yeah. The ride down's fine. Not too bad. We didn't do a whole lot of highway.
We gotta do the Enchanted Circle in New Mexico.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to do that.
That's Angel Fire, Taos, Red River.
Yeah.
And you just take a big loop. You go all the way up to almost the Taos Ski Valley and come back down. So it really looks like a really cool ride.
I may or may not have already plotted that in Scenic.
Yeah. The mountains there are, these hills are great.
Yeah.
But
they're not mountains.
You're in actual mountain passes and stuff like that.
Well, it's dude, my bucket list is the Black Hills in South Dakota.
Yeah.
Like I want to ride there. When I was there last summer, driving around, all I could think about was, man, I need to get the bike here. That would be so much fun. Camp out there, like you set up a base camp and then just ride all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. That sounds so dumb to say. Like it's like
hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up.
Please subscribe. I only have 300 something subscribers at this point, so could really use it. That'd be awesome. Thanks. Catch you on the next one. Keep the shiny side up. Steel blue.